Kevin with Northwest Green Clearing. Today we are in Grapeview, Washington. This customer's got 110 acres. He specializes in forestry. He's got a lot of property where he's already cleared some trees. He's replanting everything. But there is a section on this property he's actually wanting to clear out, build a house, shop, what have you. So you can see that we've got a lot of heavy timber in here, but he's keeping all that. But out here, he's got an island that's just Scotch Broom, and it's thick, it's tall, and he just wants that stuff cleared, so he's got a blank slate so he can see what he's working with. Right here is one of his access roads, and Eric, who's mulching right now, has already come along this side, but the Scotch Broom was about as tall as me, and this is just kind of a small path here. So right now, just a rough mulch, just trying to open it up so that he's gonna be able to drive his truck back here and get to this other location where he wants to put his house. But clearing this road, opening it up, we're gonna end up opening up this area right here for kind of an access road, and we're gonna do another access road over here. So I'll walk you through and show you where we're gonna be doing all the clearing. So here you can see that this is the big field of Scotch Broom. A lot of stems here, they're pretty decent size. See this guy right here, it's a lot of what it was. So, big Scotch Broom, it's been here for many years. So you can also see how dense the forest is from that access road to this open area. This is a quick trail he punched through here. right, so we are getting close to the end of day one out here. You can see this is where we parked, and this is one of the first entrances that we punched in. Eventually this will get graded out. He's going to build it up, and this will be a future driveway here, he thinks. But he's got a few options because we've punched in a couple different areas for him to gain access. But currently where I'm standing was really thick with fir saplings, and this whole field was 7 feet at least of Scotch Broom, with most of it being the diameter of my arm. And since we punched this open area so quickly, we're actually using the rest of the day. He's over there, he already started limbing these branches. He's got a pole saw, so he's limbing these branches. So he dropped them all, and Eric went in there and mulched as close to those trees as he could get. But when he dropped all those, it was just, you know, 4 or 5 foot pile of branches all the way around the bases of those. So he got the majority of that. And he's working over on that back corner right now. But with the extra time, the customer wanted us to actually go into the woods and park it out here. He was just hoping that we would be able to open up this area. We've got some time left, so he's definitely getting quite a bit for just a day out here. So he's been walking out here, and it sounds like when we're done with this, he's going to do it in stages, obviously, but he wants us back out because he's got 110 acres out here, and we've only touched 1 acre of it. And you can see this is what it was like right here. Now, how do you hack your way through that? This is a little open. You can see how thick it is. And he wants to be able to visualize and see through the woods. Just being able to utilize more of this ground here. All kinds of stuff laying down over the years, falling. We got some rotten trees that have snapped. Just all this stuff, so he wants us to come back out and park it out. See, looking back, you know, if he can at least get another couple of acres so that when he has his house here, you know, you got the windows in the living room, kitchen, what have you, and you're looking out. You're not just looking at this. You know, it'd be kind of nice to have it open in the trees, and he can limb up, and he owns all the land out there. So if he can get this underbrush clear, limbed up, he's going to be able to see where it really opens up to a big valley. A really cool piece of property. Not only that, it's not very often we come out to a piece of property like this to clear a field of Scotch Broom, and we didn't come across a single stump, no weird swales out in the middle. Just were able to cruise. We don't see that very often. I might even say ever. were saying, you know, even if you got, you know, a decent amount of this cleared, I would be all over putting trails throughout this property. We'd be having the dirt bikes and quad stuff ripping it up. You know, you don't have to clear the whole thing, just get creative and just start following the topography, making trails. We do that quite a bit for people. But he's got really good topography here. It'd be pretty fun to ride in. So now that we got done with the clearing over where the house and the shop's gonna end up going, like I said, this guy's got 110 acres and he's got what looks like old roads. No gravel or anything, but it's been graded pretty flat, so it looks like there's a road at some point. And it goes along the length of his property, and then every so on you see like an island. And so today we're just gonna be exploring. We're gonna clear up that main road, and then whenever we come to one of these islands, we're gonna just focus on the Scotch Broom and the underbrush, just open it up. Just getting over here, I'm getting tangled up with blackberries and I'm having to crawl underneath all this Scotch Broom. So you'll see how difficult it is now. This is what the guy's got to do to explore his property right now. I'm only 5'9" and I'm still hunkered down low. It's a little bit more manageable to walk through. I'm tripping. You think that you got some solid ground, and there'll be a root with this moss under it, and slipping and sliding. Following just deer trail right now. But the majority of the walk's been just like this, just doing a duck walk underneath all this brush. Constantly up against. So it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had to leave, go do some estimates, and I came back. When I left, Eric just started taking off into the brush, start punching in some roads and trails. Now the customer said, I'm not worried about this area being nice if I'm groomed. He just wants to open it up and see what he has, because, I mean, yesterday when we were doing this, you know, big open valley, Scotch Broom, we do this a lot, and you got a pretty good idea what it's gonna end up looking like. However, back here, we really didn't know what it was going to look like. Holy smokes. Yeah, right here is where I was having to weave through the brush. So he said he would come down, and when he would see an opening, he would start mulching open pastures. That's, I mean, this area right here is about a half acre, just that right there. Wow.